kind of exposed myself to something that I should not expose myself to at the time.
Are you on a diet?
No, girl, I've actually put on weight.
I don't think she didn't win because she's pretty or she knows what she's doing. It's because she did so and so with fear. Hi guys, my name is Dinalma Kwesera and welcome back to another informative and entertaining episode of Vibes with D. To those who don't know, Vibes with D is a podcast that focuses on fun, entertainment and lots of fun. In brackets, it's actually a podcast that focuses on the youths because as youths we are going through a lot. We are going through the most. You feel like you want to give up on life when life is just so overwhelming. Well, come here. This is your space. This is your place. You get to say whatever that you feel like and no one's going to judge you. So today, I have an amazing guest. As always, she was part of Top Model of the World 2025, not here but in Egypt. Miss Universe Zimbabwe not once but twice. She was second runner-up for Miss Zimbabwe, brand ambassador for All Smiles, Scott Streetway. She was part of Mind Your Underway magazine. This is a magazine, guys. It was a segment, Mind Your Underway. In 2015, modeling is not a yesterday thing. She was a video vixen in the video Top Togozile. And at probably 16 years old, that's when she started writing her own music. In 2019, she started acknowledging herself as an artist. And she almost had an album, 111. If you don't know where this is coming from, then you're not a fan. But Nzakuzwela nje. She's also a fan of Chance the Rapper. And then her favorite song, or maybe the song that built all of this, is this song. Handakayenda kurizi Taiwe maviri Ladies and gentlemen, I have Stacey Salmon Hall. You'll know her as Holy Stacey. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. You are so humble. I think one of the most humble people I've met my whole life.
Oh God.
Yeah. Do you get that a lot?
Wow. Humble, I guess people have said it to me, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I just want to say thank you, girl, for that amazing introduction. That was beautiful.
You work so hard.
Thank you. And thank you for taking your time to acknowledge everything that I've done. Because, you know, sometimes you don't feel like you've done a lot.
Yeah.
But when you're saying everything back to back, I'm just like, okay, damn, I've actually done quite a lot, you know.
Yeah, in 2015, you were in a magazine. Girl, how did that come about?
So I was signed to a Boss Models agency in South Africa.
Okay.
So due to that agency, I was exposed to like lots of opportunities. So I got to feature in People Magazine, You Magazine, Drum Magazine, Wedding Inspirations, Grazia, like a whole bunch of really cool magazines over there. So that's when really my modeling career started. And a lot of people, especially in Zim, don't really know that. So I'm surprised you're like, what?
Girl,
She's been really digging up some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know that side of me, that there was a point where when I was like way younger, I was exposed to the industry on a large scale. So yeah.
And how was it? How was the experience? Because I understand that you were young when that happened. How was the experience comparing it to now that you're older and you know what's happening?
Wow, I feel like because I was young, it was a great experience for me. Overall, it was amazing. But I feel because I was young, I might not have been ready for the weight of the opportunities.
Okay.
And I kind of exposed myself to some things that I shouldn't have exposed myself to at the time, which really slowed my progress down, you know, where I like had to start all over again. So I would definitely say it was a great experience overall because obviously it's made me the person that I am today. I've learned from those things, those mistakes that I've made, so that I don't repeat them again. But yeah, it was a learning curve and it was a great experience.
Alright, there's this misconception that people have about models, and I'm so sorry to say this, but there's this girl that said to me, for models to even win or go anywhere, they have to do certain things. How do you deal with those type of mindset where people think, oh no, Stacey didn't win because she's pretty or she knows what she's doing. It's because she did so and so with who and who.
That's a very interesting question, because I feel like those things do happen, where there are certain girls who do certain things to get certain high positions, and it's not only in the modeling industry, it's practically in almost every industry, to be honest. So there is that, but there also are hard-working women who really put their time and effort and passion into what it is that they want to do. And they do that, and they make a difference, and that light shines, you know, and favor shines upon them, and God's grace shines upon them, and those opportunities, they flourish in those opportunities. So it's very degrading to label everyone or the industry and everyone in a certain industry as the same.
That is so true. You love talking about God, and I like that about you.
Thank you.
And I feel like, I don't know if it's just black people or maybe it's where I come from, but God is associated with dressing modesty, not short things, no what. So how do you deal with being a religious person, you know, going to church and being, you know, fearing God, and being a model where you have to wear what's exposing you, not because you want to show people you're selling anything, but because you have to do that, because in the industry, that's how you're supposed to dress.
Oh yeah, that's so for me personally, I feel like I believe that dressing modestly should actually be practiced, but we're also living a different time, so you can't expect everyone to wear cloaks, you know what I mean? There are people that will do it and still look beautiful doing it, but there are people who want to feel a little sexier, and they should be allowed to do so, just as long as you are, you know, not doing it for the wrong reasons. I think it's all about heart posture, you know. I can put on some cute shorts and a nice cute t-shirt, and I'm just walking around because it's hot or whatever. What are my intentions? What is my heart posture? And how is it affecting the people around me? I think these are things we need to be mindful of. But also, just do you, you know, just do you, be happy. And if you're happy, then...
Because you cannot please everyone. Are you on a diet?
No, girl, I've actually put on weight.
Do you diet? Do you go on diet sometimes?
Yes, especially when I've got like a modeling event or show.
Okay.
Then I try my best. I join the gym. I try to work out. I try to eat a bit healthier. So yeah, definitely.
So when you're on a diet, please tell us what do you normally eat? What do you normally avoid?
When I'm on a diet, I try to avoid Coke, because I'm a huge lover of Coke or acid, like anything with acids in it. So I try to avoid that a lot. I try to also avoid lots of oil. I like food with oil. Chips, yeah. I like food, and even just like my cooking, like the food must have oil. Like I feel like the oil does something, you know. So yeah, so just avoid like just anything that's too fatty, or even if I do eat it, I just cut down. So sometimes I don't necessarily stop something completely. I just cut down on certain things that I'm used to, like eating a lot.
All right. Yeah. And how do you deal with publicity? I was asking a friend of mine who were writing these questions, jotting down these questions, because we wanted to impress you. And he goes like, how does she deal with publicity? You're buying something in the street, and then people are just looking at you. Sometimes you can tell that people are looking at you, and you know that this eye is for me. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with embarrassing situations where you want to buy amaputi, and you know, how do you deal with that?
I think I've just become so accustomed to it now that it no longer... Oh, I wear shades. I wear shades and I watch them watching me, and I'm just like, clearly there's something to look at. So, all right, hi. You know, I've just learned how to be nice about the situation.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are just curious, you know, and they care. Like for me personally, when I'm walking in town, they're like, "What are you? Like uli karati, uli China, uli kiwa, like kashe, what are you?" And I'm just like, guys, please.
Let me be.
Please, let me walk in peace, you know.
I saw you in town this one time, I think it was like years ago, 2 years ago. And you were dressed up So
Really?
good. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
And it's like you're always like this. How do you do that? How are you always so just look so well?
Girl, I'm not always like this. Trust me,
Woo.
I'm not. But I think people treat you a certain way when you take care of the way that you look. Even like you treat yourself a certain way when you take care of the way that
Yeah.
you look. If you come out here looking crusty, you're gonna be like feeling crusty, and when people are walking past you, you're just like,
You're just scared.
I
Like,
don't want
oh.
you to see me. But if you take your time before you leave the house, you walk with your head held high because you're feeling confident in you, because you're showing up as the best version of yourself. And I think that's what I can say it is. Just show up as the best version of yourself as much as possible. Sometimes you're not going to be that, and it's still okay to be crusty. But yeah, if you can look good, look good.
I feel like you're so nice. And do you ever say no to working with people?
To working with people, I've started to learn how to.
Okay, but you've never said no. So you
I have recently, because I think being too nice was like, or probably still is somehow like one of my, it's like one of my flaws in a way. It's a great thing about me. It's a great character trait, but it's also like one of my flaws. Because sometimes I feel like I say yes just because maybe you're my friend and I don't want to disappoint you, but I don't really want to do that thing that you're asking me to do, but I'm just going to say yes and do it. But now I've learned how to say, no, I don't want to be a part of that song. No, I don't want to feature on your song. Or no, I don't want to be a part of that music video.
So you just say no. You don't explain.
I just say I can't. Or I'm not doing music videos right now, or I'm not doing features right now, you know. So yeah, in the nicest way possible, obviously, but still trying my best to stay true to myself now, and not just say yes, but learn how to say no if I don't feel like it's something that I want to be a part of.
All right. So I mentioned almost everything that you've done, and I'm so intimidated by you.
That's so crazy.
And my question is, are boys that come to you sometimes also intimidated by you? You know, sometimes you can be dating someone that wants to be you, someone that's like crazy about that. Have you ever been in that situation? Before you lie, there's a song by you, Focus.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a couple of things like, oh, you want to come back in my life, something similar to that. So I want to understand, how do you deal with those type of relationships where you can tell that someone really wants the shine?
That's an interesting question. I feel like for me, because I'm spiritual to a certain degree, there's always signs when there's someone that's not genuine, that wants to enter into my life, or that's entered into my life somehow. And a lot of the times it's hard to just cut off people, especially when they pretend to be nice, or they're not really doing something negative, but you kind of have like dreams, or just like seeing certain things, or certain things that they say that's just like sketchy. I've just learned how to, I guess, de-associate myself with people. Yeah, just go silent, just ghost. For now, I'm ghosting people. Like, if I feel like our energies don't align, I'm not going to be rude to you, but I'm just not going to make an initiative to like be present, you know, whereas I would with my friend, or with my partner, or somebody that I want to be with. So if I feel like I don't want to be with you, I'll be honest with you, like, and, you know, if I see you, hi, but at the same time, I'm not going to pick up my phone and start calling you or messaging you and give you the wrong impression. So yeah.
All right. There's so many things that are happening on social media right now. So many people are hating on each other. Beefs are not like the new norm.
Yeah.
How do you deal with not being part of any controversial issue?
Damn. I don't know how I do it. I mind my own business, I guess.
Well, how do you do that? Because literally, it's like you're in your own bubble. It's like you're surviving on your own.
I don't know how. Maybe it's just the grace of God, or the protection of God, that I haven't like being a part of anything like controversial right now. And I'm just grateful for that, because I love peace, guys. I don't like problems. I love peace. So I think just like, also, like I said, minding my own business and not digging too deep into other people's business as well. I don't like stories. I don't like gossip, and I think that's why gossip stays away from me. Or when it even if it happens, it's not like directly in my space because I tend to stay away from it. Yeah.
You just stay away from drama.
I don't like drama.
You don't like drama. How is music going?
Music is going now that I've been back in the studio. I'm excited. I recorded a new song last week. It's called Perplexing Views. It's really, really cool. I think you'd like it. It's very conscious and very lyrical. So I'm excited. I'm back in the studio working on releasing an EP with a producer friend of mine who's also an artist. His name is Rizon. He's really, really dope. He's an amazing producer and an amazing artist as well. So yeah, we're going to be releasing an EP very soon. Some of the songs like we've worked on like 3 years ago, and these are like the few projects that I've had with a separate producer that are like still there in the files. So yeah, we're just planning on dropping that very soon.
Alright, there is a song by you called Soul Ties. What was that about?
Man, Soul Ties. I feel like Soul Ties to me is just like anytime you are connected to someone, there's different types of soul ties. There's romantic soul ties, friendship soul ties, family soul ties. But Soul Ties, the song particularly speaks on like being in a relationship, but the soul tie is like toxic. It's no longer working. Like we keep trying this thing, but it's just not working. And the more we try, the more toxic it gets. And the more toxic it gets, the more depressed we become. You know, the more we allow like hateful feelings, bitterness, and all these resentful feelings that you get towards your partner when things are just not working anymore. So I think that's what it is. It's a reflection of that.
Have you ever been in a position where you hate your partner before things really end?
I try to leave before it gets to the point of hate. But I have been bitter. I have been bitter. And that's like something I feel like we all experience as human beings in different dimensions. And it's something where I always pray like, God, I don't want bitterness to live in my heart when it comes to another person. So if this is not working out, even if I don't want to remove myself, remove me, Lord. Take me out of this.
Take me away from this.
Take me away,
Alright, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Amazing. Are you gonna come back?
Absolutely, girl. It's already over. Damn, I want you to go on and on.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're
this was
welcome.
amazing.
Yes.
So, what should we expect from you? Your EP and the song that you recorded last week?
It's a part of the EP. So the EP is called Holy Rise On. Because it's between Rise On and
Holy.
So it's really exciting. I think it's going to be a 7-track EP. So I'm giving you guys a body of work, you know, because I feel I've just been fishing. So now I'm giving you guys a full body of work. And so I'm excited about that coming soon.
So whatever happened to 111, do you promise that it won't happen with this one, with Holy Rise On?
Holy Rise On is we dropping that thing anytime, like, because I don't want problems.
You don't want problems. You don't want beef with us. Because we'll hate you if he doesn't come out.
No, don't worry. Coming soon.
Alright, so may you please now tell people to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Subscribe to her YouTube channel. She is an amazing young lady, and you do not want to miss the content that is coming up.
I said things I really do when you go listen to my songs. Hey, all the time it's a vibe. Things I really do when you